Alright, as you guys can see, it's on theater mode. I just do it this way. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's time to talk about something that I think is worth talking about, shall we? I think it is time to talk about Call of Duty 2016. What does Infinity Ward have for us? Well, what did they have for us last time? They had Call of Duty Ghosts. The game had some amazing things in there, and it had some horrible things in there. One of them being was the horrible hit detection. I mean, the horrible kill streaks, the horrible maps. That's what I meant to say the first time. Horrible big maps. And I feel like this game has big maps, but this game has got the advanced movement, so it's good. Now, Infinity Ward, they had those big maps, right? They had those big maps, great hit detection that they had. They had, I guess they had good guns. I think it was good gun balance in the game. Kind of retarded though. It's just, wow, you guys know what's wrong with Ghost. You guys play Ghost. You guys know exactly what's wrong with Ghost. However, I think this Call of Duty is not going to be anything like Ghost. Because you guys have to understand something, is that when Treyarch made their first game, Call of Duty 3, that game was like the most hated. Wasn't it like the most hated game ever? Like everyone hated Call of Duty 3.
Awaiting orders.
I know a couple people liked World at War, but a lot of people didn't like World at War because of the hideous flag, the horrible gun balance. And I guess now nobody likes it because of the hackers. Had horrible lag, horrible hit detection. Just the function of the game was good. It was not good, but the gameplay of it was great. You know, the game had good maps, but basically the point I'm trying to say is the game was. People thought the game was horrible. A lot of people thought the game was horrible. Then what happened, guys? Then what happened? Then Black Ops 1 came out. And everyone loved it. Everyone thought Treyarch... Well, no, nobody thought Treyarch was superior yet. But Black Ops 1 was better than both of those two games. Now, it was 2 perks away from being perfect, as Thunder would say. I'd be honest, I think that map still would have been campy with or without Ghost. Ghost just made people think like, oh yeah, I can hide. And then that motion sensor. Good thing they took that out of the game, because you can't put a motion sensor in the game. I'm sorry. Cannot put a motion sensor in this game. Another thing. You cannot have big maps like that. I mean, especially as slow as those characters moves. Like, you had that one map array. Wait, was that... I was trying to think, like, was that a bad guy that I was running next to? But, you guys have to know, these maps cannot be huge. If you make the maps huge, at least make 99 game modes. Come on now. So, alright, so that game was liked by the community. I can't say it was overall liked by the community. Now, we're gonna notice a pattern here when I say this. Infinity Ward, right? This is a brand new Infinity Ward, right? Because those people quit. Remember, people who made MW2, they quit Call of Duty to make their own stuff. So we had a new Infinity Ward team with Sledgehammer. And how was that? How's MW3? Was it a great game? No, it wasn't. But guess what? It was Infinity Ward's first game. That's the point I'm trying to make. It was Infinity Ward's first game. Treyarch's first game sucked. But now that they've worked with each other and their experience, everyone likes Treyarch. Everyone thinks Treyarch makes good games now. That's the thing. You give Infinity Ward the chance to just give them another chance to redeem themselves. And I think that we're going to have a good Call of Duty here. Because Treyarch's third Call of Duty, Black Ops 1, was loved by the community. It was the third most favorite game. It was voted the third favorite game. Like, they had this post thing where everyone was like, oh, what's your favorite COD? The first spot had COD 4, the second spot had MW2, and the third spot had Black Ops 1. So, Black Ops 1 was the third game. So, like I said, just give this Infinity Ward time to make their game, you know, gain experience. Because now they've had their 3 years to make the game. And they have more experience with each other. Because that's what it's all about, is the experience. I'm going to be honest, I think that this game is going to be a really good game. I mean, Infinity Ward has great hit detection. You know what I mean? They don't have the best maps, but I think their maps will still be not trash, but their maps will probably look good. The maps won't be, I guess they'll be solid maps. I'm gonna say they're solid maps. They won't be great maps where you'll be like, oh my god, firing range, I love this. Nah, it won't be maps like that. I doubt it. I think what's gonna make this game good is fast-paced action. Nice, perfect, right on the spot hit detection. Memorable guns is another thing I expect from this Infinity Ward game, is memorable guns. Right? Now this new Sledgehammer, this new Infinity Ward team has not really made memorable guns. Maybe they did, you know, you had the Type 95, which I thought was memorable. You had all those sniper rifles, which I thought was memorable. I mean, everyone knows about the Type 95. Right? Very overpowered, still is overpowered to this day. So yeah, it's like I said, give Infinity Ward time. That's just all they need. They need time and they need experience to make a good game. That's why I think this Infinity Ward game is going to be great. I think it's going to be playable. When I say great, I think, don't quote me on that, I think it's going to be playable. I don't think it's going to be a game that people's going to play for a couple of days and then just talk trash about it like it sucks. Now, the biggest question I have is, will it be boots on the ground? Someone asked me, will Infinity Ward make a boots on the ground shooter? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Here's why. Now, I watched a video from Birdman, and he was stating that because they made the game when think about it, Infinity Ward made their game. They started making their game in 2013 when they thought that the futuristic shooter was hot. So Activision probably told them to work on a futuristic shooter. That's probably what they did. So when Advanced Warfare came out in 2014, after a couple months, everyone knew that they hated it. Well, they've already spent a year making the game for futuristic movement. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to waste all of that money that they probably spent to make the game happen. So that is why I don't think, that's what Birdman was explaining in his video. And I 100% agree with him. I think that that's exactly what happened, because it definitely was not a coincidence that they both made advanced movement games, Treyarch and Sledgehammer. They didn't make, it was not a coincidence. Come on, be real, it wasn't a coincidence. So I think the next game coming out from Sledgehammer, right, because then it'll be their turn after this, their game might be the next game. COD 2017 might be the next game to have boots on the ground. Now, if they just make another advanced shooter, then that means they just don't care. Like, that would just be like a slap in the face, like Birdman said. It'd be a big slap in the face. So I would hope they don't do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. So that, you know, who knows, man. I expect this game to be really good. And I hope it is too, because this will be the first Call of Duty that I buy the day it comes out. Now that I have this PS4 and everything, I'm all set up now. Oh, Yeah, that was an accident right there. Oh man, I was so frustrated because I had died so many times. So I was just doing this. Yeah, I was so frustrated. I was like, oh my god. Oh man, but that's you know my thoughts on the next Call of Duty. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be something that we've never seen before. You know, it's definitely gonna be a new title. It's not gonna be Ghost 2. It's not gonna be MW4. MW4 is not even the new Infinity Ward's thing. Like no. There's nowhere they can go with that storyline. That's just that. That Sparrow, man, it's really good. You wanna know what I like about these specialists? You actually have to be skilled to use them, which I like. But as far as the specialists and all this stuff, all this was good in one game. I really would hope they don't put stuff like this. See, here's what I know what's going to be in the game. Supply drops, obviously. Supply drops will definitely be in the game. I don't think specialists will be in the game. I just think that's a Treyarch thing. There's just a lot of things I would like. Now, let's get to what my wish list for Call of Duty to become. Very simple. I wanted to go back to what it used to be. I don't like the pick 10 system. They're all fails because everyone just uses the same thing. Right? To be honest, that's the truth. They all use the same thing. So what's the point of having a pick 10 system? So many ways to create a class where everyone does the same thing. I don't like the pick 10 system. I just don't like it. Look, I couldn't even hit this guy. Oh man, I was so pissed. But yeah, I want the pick 10 system out. I want this. No, it's not even about what they're not. It's about it's about what they're putting into the game, basically. I want the specialists out. I want these overpowered guns out. I don't want dexterity to be in the game. I want smooth hit detection like it was in MW2. And I want clean, good graphics. And I want nice, fun maps. But that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys understand where I was coming from when I said all this stuff. So, hope you guys have a good one. Peace.